Working here.
There's Umair. Okay, great. Imran, where'd you go? Okay,
I'm here. I'm here. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to get
okay.
on. That's fine.
So we're on YouTube Live also. So for whoever else is watching, let me see. I'm gonna try to do a trifecta here and go IG Live too. We're getting maximum exposure.
TikTok. Get me live on
Maximum
TikTok, man.
exposure. TikTok. We're not ready for that yet. The international community. Okay, so first of all, I think Torab had some questions. So let's get all the questions. I know there's a lot of confusion. Let's get all the questions out of the way.
Okay, so let me clarify point number one. No matter what, YNs, the number one seed, will play the loser of the 7th and 8th seed game, which is Scrubs and
No.
no.
No, so when we said YNs have a choice, they can
That's
they don't get
second
a
round.
yeah, they don't get a choice this round, obviously, because they're getting a bye. So next round, when there's four teams left, they get a choice, and there's only one decision anyway. So it makes sense to give them the choice in the second round. So as soon as they make their choice, then the other two teams play. And also that also eliminates you guys having to consider who you're going to play in the next round in this round. So here it's purely just this round who you want to play, and then next round it's up to YNs to decide in the other two remaining. Understand?
Understood.
Osman, you understand that? AD, everyone understand that? Soul? Does everyone know what we're doing here? So we have how the playoffs format
We're
works.
playing basketball.
We're playing basketball and we have playoffs.
Tuesday night.
So we did seeding. In Sports Visio, the seeding they only do it by point differential, but as a league, we do it as head to head, then point differential. So when we did head to head, it was Rizlam was the second seed, third seed was Banana, fourth seed was Death Row, fifth seed was
I thought it was
fourth seed was
Elevate.
Elevate, fifth seed was Death Row. So because
And
Death
our
Row lost, I'm sorry,
sorry, go ahead.
because Death Row lost to Banana and Elevate. So because we lost to them, you dropped because you guys are all three of you are tied 4-4. So three teams are tied 4-4, and Banana beat Elevate also, so Banana gets the
Correct.
3 seed. So they have the head-to-head over the other two teams, and then Elevate beat Death Row. So Elevate gets the pick, and then Death Row gets a fifth pick. So now the picks don't really matter after the first two because it's going to be set. The third ones are just process of elimination. So the first pick will be Rizlam. Now Rizlam can throw a wrinkle in there and choose the third seed, in which case then the fourth seed has the pick now to choose who they want to play. So this is up to Rizlam. Once they choose, the first domino falls. So can I get a? We'll do this like Congress. Can we get a yay? Everyone understand this? Raise your hand if you get a yay. Raise your hand. Everyone understand? Osman, you understand? AD, you understand? Osman, you understand? Give me a hand up.
Keep both hands on the wheel.
Oh, shows a yay. Shows a yay. Yes. Okay. So now we have everyone understanding what it means. So now the moment we've all been waiting for.
So I tried.
Someone give me drum roll. Hold on. Any other questions before we move on?
I think we should just clarify that Scrubs and Tracy, you guys are doing a play-in game at 8 p.m. Tuesday, and if whoever chooses you, whether it's Rizlam, Banana, Elevate, or Death Row, you're gonna have to face a double header if you win that game, right? So you have an 8 p.m. and then if you win, you have a double header at 9. All right. So Scrubs, if you have a 12-man roster, it's good to kind of split that up and use it. But same thing with you, Tracy. Just be ready. You might have a double header this Tuesday, if you win. So I think that's the final clarification. And then next round, YNs will choose their opponent. This round they have a bye. So everyone good? All right. Go ahead, Tariq. Why don't you do us the honors and pass it over?
So Torab with the first pick in the 2026 playoff selection live Bam games, who
Wait,
has Rizlan? Hold on.
1 second.
Imran has something. What?
Yeah, Throb, before you actually announce it, give us a little bit of thoughts on
You could do
why.
it after. Let's get the announcement, and then you
Okay,
can explain
fair,
why.
fair,
Okay.
yep.
One more. I need to clarify one thing. Obviously, it makes sense, but Rob, if you choose, you cannot choose Tracy or Scrubs. It's the winner of the game that you have to choose. Like you can't just say, "Oh, if Tracy wins, then we'll face them." The decision is now we face the winner of 7-8. Just to be clear, everyone, he can't pick or choose one of those teams. Just the winner of 7-8 or any of the other seeds. Sorry. Anyways, go ahead.
Yes,
Okay.
good
Okay.
clarification.
There is a before I make this. I want you guys to understand why we made our pick. Is that okay or no? You do you want me
Yeah,
to just?
we want to know that, but you want to do it afterwards, so we kind of
What a
understand.
tease. What a
You
tease.
know, that may make it obvious. We want to kind of have an announcement, and then you can explain how your thought process was. Yes.
Okay. I'm wallahi, I'm not joking. I'm getting messages right now because we've had a lot of internal
War room.
arguing.
It's the war room. Yes, we know it goes up to the last second. Phone calls are happening, but you're on the clock, and we're going to need an answer. So, with the
Marcus
first pick,
Russell.
yes, with the first pick, Tarab and Rizlam, who will you guys be facing in your quarterfinal game on Tuesday next week?
Okay. The Nation of Islam, the team, not me. They chose banana.
Wow.
Oh,
However, I don't believe in democracy because I'm a dictator. So I'm overriding the entire team and I'm choosing
Wow.
Empire. I am choosing Empire. We were gonna go
Wow,
against Empire.
wow.
What?
Go.
Was that even allowed? I don't even know, but that's what it
Oh
is.
my goodness.
Oh my God. Homer almost logged off. Homer, you still here? Okay, Homer's still here.
Well, like, if I show you the group chat,
I
and
can't. I can't with this.
What a roller coaster
what's
of
happening
emotions.
right now? I don't know if we should
The chat,
overrule this
Uh,
decision right now.
the back channel.
Should
my
we
team,
overrule and go back to his
my team,
Don't
100%,
overrule. We
they all
ready. We
agreed to
ready.
choose banana,
In,
and I said okay, and then I came into the call and just overrode all of them.
So
in
hold
this,
on, your team right now thinks you are choosing banana. Like
Yeah.
they all think this is happening.
Look, man, in the words of Khabib, if King Kong can make 155, I'll step in a ring with him.
Wow, okay. So major veto power. I'm not sure what happened right at the last second if banana players were messaging or doing what, but
in the spirit of our president,
yeah.
the Rob goes back and forth.
Rob takes his own matters into his own hands.
Yeah.
Forget the
I-
Congress, forget people. They have chosen to play Empire.
So wait, Rob, can I ask
Yeah,
you?
now you
Yeah.
can maybe discuss if you want.
First, I
Sorry.
want to know why the team thought why they were pushing for banana all week, and then you can come in over the top and tell us why you think Empire is the matchup that you want.
Okay, so firstly, generally speaking, I think that we match up really well with Banana. In terms of, in the post-up game, Akhtar's a great defender, but he can't guard both me and Abram. So that puts us in a really strong position in terms of offense. And then defensively, we have strong guards. However, one issue is that Harris is still injured. So for me, one of the main factors is that we would need Harris in order to really make sure that we have a strong game against Banana because their strength is in their guards. And for Empire, their strength is in their bigs. Our bigs are healthy. Thus, that's why we chose Empire. I chose Empire. We didn't choose Empire. I chose Empire. So for me, that was the main reason why. And I'm hoping that we can get if we get to the second round, that Harris will be healthy. But I felt that we have a better chance, given that Harris is injured right now and he pulled his hamstring.
Harris wants a
And I will
trade.
say, okay, hold on.
Harris wants a
Last
trade. He
piece.
just said that.
Harris requested a trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, some banana members have been lobbying very aggressively throughout the week, and I cannot deny that that did have an impact on my
wow.
decision making.
Your
So
collusion?
Damn.
Okay. Big
just
Upset
news.
alert.
they
Upset
know who
alert.
they are. They know
Just
what
to
they did.
clarify to everyone, Harris is out next Tuesday, or is he game day, or what is his status?
Um, questionable. Patriot style, questionable.
Questionable.
Out.
Wouldn't
He's
you
out.
want the multi games then with
Say that again.
the next round? I mean, I'm baffled that the second seed did not pick the 7 or 8 seed, and because you get possibly three games, and Harris can come back
What do you
What
mean
do you
get
mean?
3 games?
for the next round. Isn't it multi? Isn't it possibly 3 game?
No, no.
Series. Next.
Not next week.
The second round is a series. Semifinal is a series.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you pick 7 and 8? I'm baffled.
Well, he's afraid
Because
of
No,
that's semifinals.
that's semifinals. This is quarterfinals.
Don't let him
This is
question it,
the
Jake. Don't let him question it.
He's saying. I think Jake is saying.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to rather play them in the next round and play Empire in the semis, and play someone else in a one game that's who's going to have maybe a back to back? That's what he's thinking. I think that's.
Oh, Jake's assuming he's gonna make the semis. Oh,
I
that,
did
I
not
didn't I
say
didn't
that.
understand
I said
that.
7 or 8 seed. I said 7 or 8 seed. No assumption here. We got to take care of business first. Tracy Sears
You have to
driving.
win 2 games before you get to the semis next week.
I'm saying, why
So
would
that's
they not want to
did you
play?
guys, Terrell, did you guys consider that the team, the 7-8 team is going to be on a back to back? They're playing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well,
That didn't move the needle. Okay.
not really, because based on so I'll just be honest. We believe that given the new additions to the wait, actually, yeah, no, this was the right pick because we needed to with Harris out. The matchup that's best for us is the team that is more focused on the bigs. So both Scrubs, yeah, Scrubs got new additions, and so did and then Tracy has good guard play, and so we need Harris on both of those. So again, it's at the end of the day, you have to pick somebody. So
Okay.
Get
Why not Elevate and Death Row? Just go through all of them.
I think that we'll meet Elevate and Death Row most likely in the next round. So and because there's like YNs get to pick, there's no if I knew for a fact that we get to play the winner of C3 and 4 or 5 or whatever like that, I might have made a different decision. But right now it's just win this week and then see what happens next week. So that's what we're focused on. Just win in round 1. I think that's our best matchup given our injuries. If Harris was healthy, I might have made a different decision. But we have to deal with the personnel.
They don't
I
call
want
him.
to
They don't call him the CEO for nothing.
yeah. Let's see if there's a internal revolt after this.
I'm
Shows up
scared to
next
check
week.
the chat right
Where
now.
do we go from here? Are you going to be allowed to play, or is anyone passing you the ball? What's happening here?
Usman, you're the representative from Empire. What's your reaction to being picked?
I love it. I had lunch with Masood today, so I'm ready to go. We haven't played our best basketball. Upset alert.
Okay.
Okay. You gonna have full squad?
I'm not disclosing any of that information yet, so we'll get closer to the time.
Chess pieces are moving already, left and right. And what do you think of this matchup, Usman? How do you think you guys match up with Rizlan?
I think we played them first week or something like that. I think we played them really good the first half, and then they broke it out. Abram didn't have a great first half. We know how to. I know these players really well. We know how to play against them.
Take us into this conversation with Masood at lunch. Who bought lunch? What'd you guys eat? And then
Masood. It was a business meeting, so that was off the books. But Masood. But it was after a romantic 1.5 mile walk. Then we went out to lunch.
Was it hand in hand walk or behind each other or next to each other?
I mean, sometimes the sidewalk got a little skinny, so like we bumped a couple times, but no contact was made at all. Masood's my guy.
So none of the discussion of the picks was happening. Was any of this what?
I told him that there was rumors that they were going to pick Banana, and he would not confirm or deny. But I could read his face pretty good.
He went into your meeting convinced 100% we're going to choose Banana, by the way. So he had no idea that there was even another option.
Interesting.
I tried to have a last second team call, but everyone's putting their kids to bed. So then I had to make the executive decision.
Well, folks.
Wow.
You heard it
Okay.
here first. Rizlam has chosen Team Empire. So Empire is off the board. Now, The pressure moves to.
Why is Homer laughing?
Because he just unclenched his butt cheek like some
Yeah,
crazy
big time,
constipation just
bro.
It's a
ended,
week
That
man.
of
shit's
constipation right there. A week of
Goose.
constipation.
Uncontrollable
Just
laughing.
Yeah,
Homer,
Goose is a goose now.
Homer, was it more that you were sad that you guys wouldn't get a vote, or was it that you really didn't want to play Rizlam this early?
I mean, first I gotta give Throb props that this is a 180 to his point too, because yeah, all intel pointed to they were picking us. So I don't have a choice. I don't have a pick right now because I was like, okay, yeah.
You're prepared. Oh wow.
And there were a lot of I mean Throb knows me well enough to know.
Were you one of
I
the
think
people lobbying? Is the question.
there's a lot of connections
Will you
as
disclose your DMs with Toro? Will you?
there. Well, it wasn't just in his defense. It wasn't just Throb, right?
Okay.
As 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 we've come to learn in this league, there's connections everywhere,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Going back to the beginning of the season, and so it's definitely just not on Throb alone, but this is hilarious on many
Do I smell
levels.
two letters, the OQ letters out there
No,
leaking
is he even
information?
part of the team? I
Is
don't
he
know.
leak?
Like
Is
he
he?
just
Oh, is he leaking
I don't know
information?
if he checks his messages or what. I did try to get information out of him, but he's just like, I don't check this. I'm too depressed. My body's breaking down. So
My Achilles hurts.
Even through the first 20 seconds of Tarab's pick, you were still nervous because he said they wanted Empire. So now, how do you? So have you guys discussed your pick?
um,
What's going on here?
you know, um, since we are not a dictatorship and we are a democracy, I have to go with the consensus. Our captain is in Carmel vacationing.
Hold on. So this is
Um,
about to be. Are you about to reveal the number two pick? Let me give you a promo. Okay. Banana is about to reveal who they're gonna pick, which essentially will be the last domino that falls,
yep.
right?
yeah.
Because the other two will
Well,
be.
actually, before because now again, this is complete ad hoc. I was fully expecting to get picked by Riz. Is Suji playing? What?
I mean, that's up to
Nothing can be
AD to
revealed.
confirm or deny. I think AD.
Time will tell. You know what I'm saying? No idea.
I know, we asked Usman, but Usman also declined comment. I mean, based on that, then we had to take begrudgingly Tracy, winner of Tracy Scrubs, just because it's a back to back, and hopefully, I don't know, Jake and those guys are tired. I don't know, but again, this is completely on a whim. I actually, we were fully wanting and expecting Rizlan to pick us. And, there's a lot of ammo there, I think, that would have been enjoyable and entertaining. But the Rob knows everybody very well, I think. And I mean, that's why he's the CEO. Like, I was actually very happy that Horace wasn't playing. Um, because, yeah, I think he's elite defender and he cooked us last game. So that, if anything, there's a reason I think our preference would have been, okay, if we have to win one game, try to beat them one game without Harris. That's higher likelihood.
Yeah.
So there's that. I mean, like I said, Tarab's the CEO for a reason. I think that's why his team is, they're the minions, they're the followers.
Wow. So that pick leaves
Hold on.
the
Before we get to
obvious.
that, let's get reaction.
Yeah.
Sierra, how do you feel that Banana has picked your game and the winner of your game to play? How do you feel about that matchup? Sierra,
Here it's frozen on my screen. Looks like
I think he's
he's
driving.
on the
let's
he's
go
on
to
the
Jake.
night watch. Oh, there he is.
That was like the Undertaker. Sierra just popped up. That was wild. That's awesome.
Sierra's laying down in a coffin.
I'm scared for our game.
He's
because
in
His
a car.
eyes
He's not in the
his
car.
eyes are like blending in with the night.
Yeah, it's like a
There's nobody
shell,
there.
a
Yeah.
skeleton. Is your soul there, Sierra? Sierra, can you hear us? Are you there? Or you kind of choppy? Okay, let's go to Jake. Jake, give us some reaction.
Dude, I don't
Banana
even think
shows him.
we're not even gonna get past the first round with Sierra. He's locked in, dude. I'm frightened right now. I am so baffled that Rizlam did not pick 7 or 8 seed. Tarab delivered it beautifully. Banana, They got their hands full for either us or Tracy. I'll give them that. That's all I'll say.
If you had your choice, if Scrubs had their choice, would they play Rizlam or Banana?
I would not play Tracy and then anyone else after. That would be my not the choice. Not playing
That's
two games back to
That's
back.
why we picked you. Yeah.
Yeah,
What kind of IVF slipping answer was that?
I would say
Wait.
I would say
Oh
I
no,
mean
asking Jake to be confrontational. Look at him. He
no.
can't.
I'm thinking this through. I'm thinking this through. I would say
Slip out of it.
I would say Banana's hot right now. Nothing against Rizlam, but I would say I think I would still prefer Banana with Tarab back and because weren't you hurt, Tarab, or were you out? And then Abram is just he's an absolute beast. I mean, but Banana's hot, so and I know those guys very well. So but I mean, we gotta get through Tracy first, and those guys are no joke. So one game at a time for us.
All right, Sierra's
Get a
back from
reaction
the
from
underworld and the
El
night watch.
Drago.
You ready? Sierra, can you hear us now? Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can
Yeah,
you hear
yeah.
me?
So what do you think of this? First of all, talk about your matchup with Scrubs, how you think you guys match up there, and then segue into you guys playing Banana if you win.
Yeah, I mean, Scrubs is just like especially with new addition. I mean, they just don't have a weakness anymore. Like just on all fronts, they're just lethal. It's a really obscure team to play because zone would be detrimental. They all can shoot. They're athletic. They're long. Fame's just a menace on defense. I mean, it's just a hard matchup. So we got some stuff cooking in the works with our game plan, what we're gonna do. But the segue just for Banana, we've played Banana already. Obviously, I think it was a close game. We won. I know they didn't have a lot of they didn't have some of their key players. I think honestly, with all due respect, and not no disrespect to anybody, but I think Scrubs is going to be a harder matchup for us than Banana.
Yeah. How was what'd you learn from last week's game? Because I think it was a close game, but then they kind of blew it open, or what against the Scrubs last game. I mean, it was like a 15, 18 point lead. What did you learn from last game that maybe you going to help you this week? It's going to be
I think,
essentially a back to back. You guys are playing each other back to back.
yeah. I think what we learned is just basically as far as just spacing and we didn't know. I personally didn't know. I was guarding Jake. I didn't know he was injured. If I knew he was injured, I would have helped out a little bit more. But we gotta keep an eye on his ribs, and this just kind of came out of nowhere. So
I would have heard him
I
some
don't know
more.
if
Keep those
he's
elbows
still
loose. Keep those elbows loose.
right. Yeah. So.
It was kind to
So
me.
yeah,
Thank you.
we learned. Yeah, we learned a lot. Jake's not 100%. I wish we would have done some scouting report prior to game one, but they kept it on the hush hush.
Okay.
Don't feel bad. I've been hurt for like 4. Actually, Banana is where I hurt my ribs, so I don't want to play Banana at all. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, we're an aging group of Desis. We lost our only guy under 40. Like, where is this team going?
So, Benetic, take us into your thought process. Did you guys consider the other teams, or was it always we're going to
100% real talk. The intel was exactly what is. I mean, it went all the way down to Usman, where he's like, even Masood couldn't hide that he was going to pick us. So Tharab 100% 180'd freaking DJ T'd his team, and yeah, I don't doubt that he's getting a lot of heat because I'm getting text messages from some members of his squad right now, and yeah, so we were, if anything, we were ready to, if we had to play them, we had to play them, and I think you would have been entertained because as many of the players I love on Rizlam, there's good rivalries there. It would have got intense for sure. But I think.
Well, let me ask a question. When you were as we say, trying to reach out to Tarab and trying to push him in another direction, what direction do you think he was going to go? And I guess you kind of got your pick, but
Who
was
Throb?
your pick? No, I'm saying you got a choice right now, right? And you went
Yeah.
7-8, but
Yeah.
were you hoping they went 7-8? So then were you going to choose
If you would
Empire
have
then, or were you going to choose
the
Death
first
Row?
pick, yeah, if you would have had the first pick, who would you have picked?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't get into hypotheticals, so
Hey,
Okay, Kamala.
yeah, he already knows. They already know. We've had this conversation. I mean, the team that we played successfully over the last 2 years is Empire.
Okay.
They have a lot of people that also like to, talk a lot, which makes it entertaining. Um, I wasn't. I had Miami pulled last game, so I didn't get a chance to
As
play.
if you
So
don't talk.
that would have been
As if you
entertaining.
don't talk, right?
That, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't, but it makes it
Ironic.
entertaining, right? For
Homer
sure.
saying people talk. Yes, I love it.
Homer, real quick question. I was with one of the banana members over the weekend, and
Yeah.
it seemed like there might have been talk, unless I was getting played, I might have been getting played as well, but there might have been talk that you guys wanted Rizlam, or you wanted to, confront him right off the bat. How
Yeah,
serious
I
is
think I
that
think
talk?
I think what basically happened is, once word got out that they were very, I mean, there's a certain level of like, damn, like to Jake's point, it's like they're gonna come off of a back to back. Whoever, that's the only reason we're taking, because I agree with what Sarah was saying. Like Scrubs now with, I mean, they added a 50-point score. What? Like they're a completely different team. But the only reason we're gonna go that route is hopefully, yeah, they're just tired. And we get a fresh game. But outside of that, like, yeah, I don't want to make a pick. Like if Rizlam chose us, there was right from the get-go, everyone was like, they're gonna pick us. I also heard, in the back channels, they were pissed that you know, certain people were happy for some of the good people on um Elevate and their miraculous, shot of the season, and the celebrations that took place there, some hugs that happened between two people on this call, Imran. Um, clearly that created some angst, but Throb wasn't a part of that, so maybe he didn't he didn't feel that. But I also thought it was interesting that they a lot of their anger was towards someone in the stands versus the team that
Okay, let me
ripped
tell
their
you one
heart
other
out.
thing. All right, so I wasn't there.
Damn.
Okay, so we lost the game winner to Elevate. All right,
Yeah.
and first of all, we were like, why the hell was Elevate chosen as our rivals? They're not our rivals. But then the way Elevate celebrated pissed me off when I saw the videos, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna choose Elevate for like that's who I want to pick. But then Nyama said, don't do it because then you fall into Tarek's trap of they fake made them your rivals, and now you're believing in the rivalry. It's like, damn, that's a good point.
The
I can't
Tarek
stop.
mind games.
And
4D
then
chess.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then that's how this all played out. And then people were pissed at Humer's celebration, and they're like, they didn't even want banana; they want Humer.
Yeah.
So that was
So
essentially what. And then, but yeah, my team is really pissed off at me right now. So
that's what I say. That's what I say. Like, there's a lot of layers to this. Like the fact that, like, look, Matt, I know, I know a lot of you guys. Sneaks is a hella nice. I mean, that was literally the shot of the season. I don't
Yeah,
know if
you can't
anybody.
hate on
We can go
that
to
at
Sal.
all.
We can go to. We can go literally everywhere. That was the shot of the season, and I've known freaking Sneak since he was like, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, and then the first person I went and talked to Raph, that was Shady, because I felt hella bad for Shady. Like, we even met up for coffee after Jim on Friday,
Who
post
said what?
Kutba, and and he, like, the fact that he was just like, man, like this, it sucks. I let my team down. And I was just like, yo, like it's, like it's, I even told him at the end of the game, like, yo, it's, don't worry about it. Like, I heard you played great, whatever. So like all this anger towards me for a specific celebration when there's guys on both sides that I am very pro
Oh
is,
my God.
tells me who some of the targets on Throb's side, may have had those feelings. So that would have made, again, for an entertaining matchup, but yeah.
Okay, well, folks, so
Shady just put this, Tart. Shady just put that in the group chat, by the way, in case you guys were wondering. Sorry to interrupt.
Just saw
Had
that.
to let
Rob and
that
Bear arguing. Oh, what a
Oh my
There's a lot
God.
more than that.
So we have a traitor among the captain has gone against his ship and chosen. So we have two matchups set. So both quarters are set now. The third one will be Sewell is here and AD is here. It's going to be Death Row versus Elevate in the last quarterfinal match.
Heavyweight.
Heavyweight match here. I think some people thought maybe this would be a semifinals match. I'm expecting that, but I mean, we're expected. This is going to be a good game, and want some reactions, live reactions. AD, what did you do? Who did you think you guys would get before you came into this call?
Man, I was with everyone. I thought Rizlam would take Banana. We
There you
were
go.
excited
See,
to
look at that. Look at that.
to choose the Mirza brothers, take Empire on, just to continue some of the camaraderie from the last game, but that didn't happen. So now we got Soul Sahil and the Death Row boys. Soul dropped like 25 and 20 on our head last game, so it's a nice reminder to not let that happen again. And I think Sahil was out that game too. So yeah, we have some work to do, but we're excited. It'll be a fun matchup for sure.
So you thought for sure they'd pick Banana, and then you
Right.
guys would be able to choose Empire. Did you like that matchup with Empire?
Yeah, we definitely did. Yeah. I think for various reasons, right? I think matchups are good. We enjoyed them talking. We feel like we respond back to it, right? So there was various reasons, but yeah, we were excited for that for sure.
So you
That's
guys must be
crazy.
feeling you must be feeling good since both teams kind of avoided you and avoided that smoke. I mean, does that give you some confidence going into next week or what?
Um, I don't think so. No, it's we initially like wanted to, I think Death Row was like our number one choice before ultimately pivoting over to Empire. And so I think like the same question can probably be asked to Soul and that team. But no, I wouldn't say that.
No, sir, you had a
I'm,
question?
s-
Sorry, cut you off.
I'm just intimidated by Soul eating right now. Just chicken wings. Just like I think he's popped like 50 in his mouth right and just want a wing at a time. But you're saying
Edamames.
AD. Yeah, okay.
Raw egg and chicken, raw egg
That's
and
hella
chicken
less
breast.
intimidating. You should just said it's chicken wings. Um, AD, so you're saying you first had because I also, all the intel I had was, Banana, and then I thought it was going to be on you. And you're saying you were going to go Death Row and then Empire. You were going to avoid the 7-8 seed. That's like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Because I
I
thought
think
you guys were going to lean that way.
Yeah, I think that if you look at both 7-8 teams, I mean, both teams are stacked, right? Like Tracy are a bunch of killers. Um, and yeah, and both teams honestly are stacked. And so we thought about it initially. It's like, yeah, you have that factor that the team might be tired, but I think it's the playoffs at the same time, right? And so,
Yeah.
I think that goes away and grit takes over. And so yeah, we were leaning Death Row and then Empire and ultimately had settled on Empire.
Wow. Wow. Questions for Soul? Sorry, Imran?
Yes. So, if you guys would have had a pick, who would you guys have chosen to play if you had the first pick here?
Man. Honestly, either YN or Tracy for me. If,
Wow.
if I had to pick, yeah, either YN or Tracy. YN because I mean, this is just me, just speaking out of my own mind. I think if we beat them, we can beat anyone else, right? I
Yeah.
mean, they're undefeated, right? They haven't lost a game in 2 seasons yet, so there's that. And then on the flip side of it, Tracy only because like I was supposed to play with those guys. They're like my cousins and my family, my friends, basically. So I would love to play them and just knock them out. I want to knock them out of the playoffs if I had to pick. So there's my answer to that.
What do you think of this matchup with Elevate? You guys, first matchup, I think you guys lost. You played well. You didn't have Sahil. How do you feel going in next week?
We didn't
Against
have Mashtaba that game too, or we had Mashtaba?
No, they didn't
No,
have much either.
neither Mush. And I think you
Yeah, we
won't
didn't
be
have both of them,
expecting
right?
you
Yeah,
should
I
be expecting
mean,
Mustafa back next week, right?
I hope so, man. I mean,
That's the rumor.
he's been dealing with the injuries, so hopefully, inshallah, he's better and he can play with us because obviously he's a big deal. Having him makes it up. I mean, we only played what, like 2 games together, 3 games together at most. I'm not too sure, honestly, at this point, how many games me and Mashtaba played. But when he did play, he was, he produced. he was averaging, I think, over 20 points a game, almost 10 boards a game. That's a lot right there, especially, when scores are average around 60 points, 50 points a game. It's almost like a third of the points. So hopefully he can come back and play with us. Obviously, Sahil's back and he's healthy. So with them, in the mix, I think we stand a good chance to compete with most any team.
How about this Elevate team? First time you played them, you did pretty well. You just heard AD say they're going to try to focus a little bit more on your left hand and try to take that away. How are you going to change it up? And what about their team? Kind of gave you guys problems that they beat you.
For them, I feel like they were just leaking out and they were the ones that were pushing the tempo. Usually that's what we would like to do, but they were the ones that were initiating offense and going quick and kind of getting us, they're getting buckets on transition, and we couldn't set up our defense and they were able to get some easy buckets that way. So, hopefully we can figure that out and off of misses or off of even makes too. Make sure that we get back and set up our defense and make sure that we have our matchups and calling out who we're supposed to be guarding, especially when we do, when they do subs and new players are coming in and coming out. Like that's kind of one of our problems too that we've discussed. But I think we'll be fine in that aspect. Then on the offensive end, again, having Sahil back will make it a lot easier. Mashtaba back will make it a lot easier. And then with those guys, it'll make the games easier for Ramin and Ahmed and Daoud, right? And Osman, right? Like it's just when you have people like Sahil and Mush, people gravitate towards that, right? And when that's the case, it makes the lives of your teammates easier. So it's a
No one
big
wants to
deal.
hear you talk good about your team. We want to hear you talk about other teams. I could care less. You guess your own team.
I mean, you're asking for my opinion. This is my opinion, man.
Yeah. I'm just saying. So okay, so now for next week, the only scheduling that we have that's concrete for sure is going to be Tracy and Scrubs will play at 8, and then obviously Empire is going to play the winner of that at 9. The other two games, we'll decide who plays at 8, who plays at 9.
Not Empire, Banana. Banana is going to play the
I'm sorry.
winner.
Not, yeah, I'm sorry. Banana will play the winner of the 7-8 at 9 o'clock. So those two games for sure guaranteed at those times. The other two, Elevate and Death Row, I don't know if you're going to be at 8 or 9 because Empire and Rizlam, I have to look at some schedules and try to figure out who's going to play at 8 and 9. So those going to be next week. So you're gonna have to give us some time to kind of digest this, and Vegas gonna bring some lines up probably soon, and you ha to Vegas, but Vegas has been I think 95% right this year. So I mean that's the
That's
house
it. I
wins.
need to see
House
that.
wins.
I
Hell
need to
yeah.
House
see
wins.
that.
The house wins.
Poly Market, man.
Poly Market,
I'm
Kelsey,
betting the
all
house.
bet in the house. So that's your matchups, everyone. First at 8 o'clock we have Tracy versus Scrubs. At 9 o'clock, we have Banana versus that winner. Then on the other side, we have Death Row and Elevate, and we have Empire and Rizlam. And we'll wait to see if Torab makes it to the game, or if his team has a coup and overthrows that government, that regime. We'll see what happens with them. Yes.
For sure.
So, any questions?
Hey,
So
Commissioner,
now. Should we? I guess we can discuss the semis after that because we're gonna do a series, but we'll discuss.
gun to
Yes.
your head, who's winning these games?
Ooh.
Oof. I don't know. I
I'll
gotta
let it
consult
sink in.
Vegas, but
Yeah.
Are you not ready to answer this yet?
I'm
We don't
not.
have
I
to.
wouldn't. It's not in the best interest of the league to divulge or show any bias. I don't know. I want good competition.
Good competition.
So the league is not interested in choosing right picks. We're interested in competition and healthy competition. So we'll let Vegas do the not lines and all that stuff. That's not of our hand.
The Rob's legacy as a captain is definitely online. He's either going to look like a genius or the
Exactly.
greatest misstep in Bam history.
Yes, I agree. Torab is he's on the chopping block. Let's see if he makes it through this week. So we have a good, interesting week of preparation for playoffs. And it won't be the end. Remember, we're gonna have consolation games too, so some of you will be back, but it's one and done for on the road to the championship at this point. Yeah. So thank you to all you captains. Me and Ron, Nasser, and Sal are going to discuss for a few minutes, and then we'll go from there. So, thank you.
Tarek, can I
Oh,
Tarek, can I shout out my teammate? The only
yeah.
the
Oh,
only
Lawrence is here.
teammate on here,
Lawrence,
Lawrence
Lawrence,
the
go ahead.
sniper. He's the only
Co-captain
teammate
Lawrence
that hopped
here.
on.
Lawrence, you have some word?
Out of everyone, I sent
I'm
the
just
link.
here so I don't get fined. I didn't know if the white guy was going to show up, so I had to Filipino time come in late, so I had to make sure Jake was in here, supervising. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about the pick? You guys playing banana? This is a friendly rivalry here.
Tracy first.
Well, I hope I
Tracy
hope
first.
I hope
Tracy
Torab doesn't have to commute with anybody to the game. He might get dropped off in the middle of the freeway for his pick. So I don't know. I like it. I'm excited, and that's coming from a fat guy that everybody thinks gets tired real quick. So I'm gonna drink some extra Celsius and be ready. You know what I mean?
we'll see it. We'll wait to see that. So, all right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Sewell, Jake, Homer, and AD and Lawrence and Tarab already logged off. So we'll be catching up with you guys on Tuesday. We'll see you guys there. Be ready.
All right, we'll see everyone Tuesday.
All right, you guys have a good night,
Appreciate
man.
you guys.
Yeah.
See you.
Let me
Wow.
see. Is everyone leave? Okay, Lawrence is going too.
Lawrence is gone. Okay.
All right, good. So, what do you guys think? What's going on here? So, Sal, you've been quiet here. What are your initial thoughts here?
Man, I didn't think Rizlam wanted Empire right away. You know what I mean? But I like it, and I like it for Rizlam. I'm looking at that Rizlam with hopefully Harris coming back, and I'm sure for Empire they're going to be fully stacked for this game too.
Mm-hmm.
But I still, in my thing, I already have a number picked out -7 for Islam, dude.
That Empire game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm agreeing with you. It's somewhere in those higher, not double digits, but higher numbers in
Yeah.
the game. I think if there's some leakage of some news, I'm not going to reveal anything, but well, I thought Harris was going to play actually, so that changes things. I thought Harris was going to play. I don't know what his
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Rizlam not picking Tracy or Scrubs is a reflection of the unpredictability of what Tracy brings on a week to week basis, and now this kind of new improved Scrubs team. I think they were a little shook on the unpredictability of it all. So I think they feel like they match up well with Empire, and yeah, let's see. Let's see what I mean. That is a risk. I mean, I'm pretty sure Throb's the only one who wanted Empire, so it is going to be interesting what the group chat looks like for the rest of the evening.
Nasser, who are the winners and losers of the night?
I think Banana and 7-8 seed is the winners. I mean, I think as much as I think they would have put up a fight against Rizlam, I was pretty shocked by that decision. As I said, I mean, I'm sure we all had some inside info, and I just thought, hey, the first game of the season, what's it called? Rizlam faced Banana. It was a repeat of the semis from last year, and Tariq wasn't playing, so it was really just it was going to be the same matchup. I don't think Samadhi was playing, but Harris was playing, right? So you could probably, similar, like I guess project that out, put a lot of pressure on the ball against Humair and Hamza with Masood and Bilal, and kind of, pressure them inside with Abram and Tarab. And I thought they had the recipe, and I thought that would be the choice. So I'm shocked by this because now Banana can kind of Banana, Scrubs, or Tracy can squeeze into the semis, and then you got 2 games to live, right? Or I mean, obviously 3. So the ripple effects of that are huge, man. And then 2 heavyweights facing off, Elevate and Death Row. I thought the semis would have both of them. I mean, you know, Elevate faced Death Row without Fawad, right? So Fawad was a big ad right now, but they had Saji, and who's been injured. But obviously, Death Row didn't have Mushtaba or Sahil that game. So man, those guys going like
Fawad
just
was there. Fawad was there that game they played. Death Row and Elevate. Fawad was there because I
was he?
specifically remember him cooking the oud a few times.
Oh, okay. And he had said, okay.
Yeah,
All right. So I mean, that's good news for Death Row that they could hang within like
yeah.
a few
I mean,
points.
I
And
think, yeah, I think Rizlam is thinking Death Row and Elevator heavyweights. Let them duke it out, right? Let them, let them
yeah,
fight it out early. Let them eliminate one of them early, and then we possibly can, deal with someone in the semis, and make an easier road to the chip. Maybe not have to face, and they can face either banana. They knew if they chose
yeah,
Empire, if they chose Empire, then they may have had to choose. They may have had to face. Then they for sure would have had to face Death Row or Elevate or in the next round. That's what I think. I think in their back of their mind, that's what they're
that's
thinking.
how it would have played out, right? It would have gone Rizlam choose Banana, and then AD admitted they got chose Empire. So that
Yeah.
means Scrubs and Tracy versus Death
Versus
Row,
Death Row.
right? So
So then
then
you anticipate Death Row, Elevate, and Rizlam and YN's in it. So I think this way they eliminate one of those,
yeah,
and they potentially could get a Banana or Empire in the semis or a Scrubs in the semis, and then they'll have an easier road to the chip. I think that's what Rizlam. So I think it's a genius move. I mean, I think Tarab made a genius move there. I think if I was that Rizlam captain, I would probably do that too. I would have probably done that, and force that to happen because if he chooses Empire, then I mean if he chooses Banana, then for sure Elevate's going Empire, and then Death Row and
Without
Tracy.
getting without getting too far ahead, how do YNs play into all this? So after the
Why are
melee,
they going to choose? They're going to choose in the next round whoever they
they
want to
get to
play.
choose.
So
Okay.
let's say the favorites win. Let's say what's it called? Let's say why Banana beats the 7-8, and let's say Rizlam beats Empire, and then let's say I don't know, let's say it's Death Row, right? I think YNs are gonna go Banana,
Yeah,
right?
so they'll choose Banana. Yeah, so that's what I think, and it'll be Rizlam and Death
So then
Row.
it's gonna be Rizlam Death Row. So they're still in a steel cage match. I don't think they're getting out of that steel cage match.
Who, YNs or Rizlam?
No, Rizlam. Your point is like, oh, Rizlam wanted to eliminate one of
But at
the.
least there's the chance of YNs choosing Death Row.
I
That
was gonna
chance is
say
out there.
no, I was that's exactly what I was gonna say. They're coming off the MCL, right?
Yeah,
They're in prime condition, prime shape, as some of the folks from Death Row, but I personally think they go Death Row. I think they feel it. I think they're hearing the talk that Death Row has played them close twice, and they really want to prove that they can blow them out. And I think they would take enjoyment in doing that in the semifinals and
yeah,
knockout.
in a series, playing them 2 games.
Yep. They
That's
say
what they.
keep up, keep up.
That's
Let's keep.
assuming their fathers have influence on them and maybe
I
withhold
mean,
food from them or something like
I
that.
mean,
A
they're gonna
normal, rational human would
would
not
not
do
pick them.
that.
But I think maybe they think that they would beat the other teams kind of single very easily, and maybe going through a series where that they could lose a game to Death Row, they wouldn't be
Yeah,
out, right?
Right. That's important
that's
because
a good point.
the semis is a series, the finals is one game. Anything can happen in one game.
Yeah,
Usually 99% of the time, the better team wins in a series.
yeah. So in that situation, if YNs have a choice between Death Row and Banana and Rizlam, I think maybe they do pick Death Row
I
because
do.
they're like, yeah, we could lose a game to them, but we're not losing two.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And the other two, they're like, we're not going to lose to them, right? We can beat them. That's what I think. I think that Torah pick of picking Empire, was a huge domino, and I think Empire's the big winners of the. I mean, Banana's the big winners of the night. I think they're extremely happy. They think they're kind of going to get an easy road, get into semis, and guarantee, get a series there. So
Who's the biggest loser?
I'm going to say Death Row. I think they had a chance to have potentially easier matchup, and now they're going to play, a very hot, very mad team, a very athletic team in Elevate.
Yeah.
And Elevate is kind of the team the other two teams avoided, didn't want to pick. I guess they avoided Death Row also, but I guess either Elevate or Death Row would be the loser of the night.
Yeah.
Coming off an insane win, high level of confidence. I mean,
Yeah.
that's gonna be tough.
What do you think of that matchup? What do you think is going to happen there, Sal? What do you think the Elevate, Death Row, everyone healthy, Mooj back?
Man, bro, that's Mooch back, healthy. That's gonna be a close one, dude.
Bro, I don't know.
That's you don't know. I mean, elevate,
It's too close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I say under like if you give me points, I'm saying that's like -3 max. But who money line maybe?
Death Row -3 or Elevate?
I don't know, man.
I'd go elevate,
You
bro.
just say -3. You don't know who.
I said yeah, elevate, dude.
Elevate -3. Oh, okay. I think if Mooj is back with Sahil, I think it's got to be Death Row. It could be Death Row has to be favored in that game. I mean, it'll either be a Death Row blowout or a close game with Elevate. I don't think
You guys, I'm telling you, you guys are forgetting if Sajid is coming back, that's I mean, you look, I watched the YNs.
I mean, without Mooj and without Sahil, that was a close game. And Sajid was there. Fawad was there. Abdu was there. Death Row played him well. Sul was he was an animal.
Hey, there's still only one ball. There's still only one ball, and
That's why it's a close game, dude. No matter what, where you look at it, dude.
But I mean,
think
you
it's gonna
think
be
it was a close game without Mooj and Sahil. Now, when you add Mooj and
Yeah,
Sahil, you don't
yeah.
think that bumps him up to not a close game, to a potential win, to moving that line to being minus Death Row and the thing? I mean, that.
Okay, you could say that, but any given Tuesday, bro.
any given Tuesday, yeah, any given Tuesday, right?
I swear to God, shit happens on Tuesday, dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, who knows? They could have an off game. Sahil,
Like you're right on paper, and I'm looking at that with Mudge back and all those Sahil and all that on paper. Yeah, Death Row -2, -3, sure,
I think
But
I think you convinced me
Mooj can
because
get another venereal disease and not show up. I mean,
there's
Bro,
no more
what-
Super Fest. So I could see that, but I wouldn't be surprised if Elevate came out the cuts and won the game. You know what I mean?
Bro, he also hasn't played in 5 weeks. Friggin' cut
Yeah.
up all over the place. Like, who knows what's going on with it, as far as
that's
his
true.
health.
That's conditioning.
And he's coming back out there. I mean, that's a physical game. I mean, he's gonna feel it.
Yeah.
that's what he's saying.
I-
Do what?
I don't know where to go because I think a big X factor is I obviously Abdu adds a lot of shooting to elevate, but when you have Usman, kind of Daryl Rivas, everyone who's just like, okay, I'm just gonna take out this guy, and then you actually can put Sul on. I mean, that Sul Sajid matchup was probably one of the highlights of the year, right? He was just plowing through the defense, Suleiman, and he got Sajid in foul trouble at 4-4 in the first half, right? So
Yeah, that's right.
but Sajid still got his. He added 15 or something like that, 15 or 20. But I mean, he was also putting on a show. I'm hoping Sneaks he kind of found his mojo after this 4-point play. I think is trying to figure out how he fits in. But dude, I don't know. If Usman can erase Abdu and then you put Sahil on Sneaks, oh damn, what a matchup, man! It's the best. I think it's such a good matchup. I wish it was a 3-game.
Yeah,
That's what I'm kind of upset about.
The league
I
kind
was
of
just
wanted it. Yeah, exactly. I think it should have been a semis game, a semis matchup. It would have been nice. But that's what happens. That's what happens.
come on, Vince McMahon.
on,
You can make it
Vince.
happen, man.
About the scripting. Pull some injuries. I know. If I would have had my way, that would have happened. But I mean, Banana beat them, and they deserve that pick. So it's availability is the best ability sometimes. And
Yeah. Well, it's good. There's an importance to the regular season now. So people see that and they're like, okay, we want to get that pick. So we gotta show out.
That head to
And on
head.
that,
Head to
on
head.
that note, Imran has to dip. He's unavailable now.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm about to jump. Thank you guys. Look forward to the games next week.
He's on
Conflicting
another,
interests, man.
another league call. Wow, this guy did.
What does this guy do at 10 o'clock at night?
Got a
It's very,
tennis
very,
draft? You're doing your tennis draft right now?
yeah, it's a tennis
Oh
draft.
my god.
Oh,
Show us
damn.
the
I wish you
papers,
would. I
the
wish you
values.
wouldn't bring that up on this call. I definitely lose some credibility. So.
Yeah, do you have notes? What's going on here? Is it
Ben, no, I'm going freestyle. You got to go by gut feeling.
raw dog it? Okay.
Hey, okay, all right, Imran. We'll see you, brother.
All right,
Good luck.
go.
Hey,
All
Tracy Scrubs is an interesting match, dude.
Yeah, well, they played last week, right? And like I
They
don't
played first week or like second week too. It's the third matchup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is a third matchup. This again, we saw what happened. Scrubs went all off with Masood and Fahim, you know, but Tracy was just missing every shot, dude, and just like not there. But they after the game they were talking about what we did wrong, what we got to do right, and I'm sure they watched the game tape of last week's games. So I think they'll come out a little stronger, but their backs against the wall, in my opinion, with those two guys. So I'm going with Scrubs.
Scrubs. Yeah. I mean,
It helps having 9 guys on the team, dude.
yeah, especially if they're gonna have a back to back. I think Tracy, like you said, the last game they missed a lot of shots. They got a lot of shots, and I feel like they missed a lot.
Yeah.
And Scrubs made a lot of shots. Ronish was hot, Fame was
Yeah.
hot. I think maybe this time around, tables turn. Maybe Tracy's hitting those open shots. Name's gonna hit a couple of threes. Farhad's gonna get off. Rashad will hit some threes. Billy's gonna do his thing. And I think they're confident. Usually the team that loses has a little bit of chip on their shoulder the next week.
Yeah.
So I think Tracy may pull this one out against Scrubs.
Wow. Nice.
What do you think, Nasser? What's your pick here?
I think it'll be obviously closer than last week. But I think the newcomers on Scrubs will kind of help them pull through. And I think the game's tight. I say within 5, and I think Scrub pulls it up.
Okay, so we have 2 Scrubs and 1 Tracy. Now the other matchup. Let's go to Rizlam Empire. I think Sal had Rizlam
At -7, Rizlam. With Harris playing or no?
no playing. I think he's a questionable, so we'll assume no.
And Torab's back though.
Drop is back, yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll stick with that -6, 7.
Okay, versus Empire. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with that too. I'm good with the Empire -7. Without Harris, it may be closer, but I think Tarab and Abram together, they're a problem. And I think we saw that game. Remember, it was like offensive rebound after offensive rebound. I felt like Empire just doesn't have the instincts inside,
Yeah.
they don't have that go get it inside that goes and gets every rebound. They're more their big guys are kind of finesse guys. Mahbub, Moiz, Horace, finesse 3-point shooters. So they really struggle on the offensive rebounding. I mean, Omer can only do so much. I think they need more guys rebounding, and they don't have that. They have guys that sit outside and shoot the ball a lot. So I see Rizlam. They're just dogs on defense and offense, and I think they pull this one out.
I think it's tight. Um, I am interested. I haven't really seen Idris play, and he's a interesting player because, like, when I've seen him in preseason, that's really the only time he's like a big guy that kind of brings the ball up. He can get in there for rebounds and then also bring it up, and it's like, this is not a wrinkle that the league has seen, and it's not really a wrinkle Empire has seen. I mean, sorry, Rizlam's seen, right? They're used to kind of putting a lot of pressure on Faisal and Farhan and Adil. And I guess when you have like Idris, who kind of can look over everyone, kind of feed Haris when he's running down the wing, feed Mahbub, that's going to be different. I think it'll be tight. I think Rizlam pulls it off. But man, I know obviously Turab has the most confidence on this matchup, but I think it's going to be a tighter matchup than he thinks. So I think Rizlam pulls it off, but like 5. But
Yeah.
it'll be uncomfortable at times for them.
Omer and Torab battle inside will be nice too.
that's the thing. When it's low scoring,
Yeah,
the spread is like it's just more tight, right? Like
yeah,
Empire makes you pay like they don't like playing fast. They can't catch up to like a
exactly.
10-point lead, right? And so like or so they kind of like playing it slow, bringing it up, feeding inside. So their games are usually between 50 and 60 points, and that leads to something that's it's going to be a tight game in my opinion.
All right, so I think we have three for Rizlam. Yeah,
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
Now we'll do Banana versus Scrubs and Banana Tracy. So Banana versus Scrubs. Um, I think that's going to be a tough matchup for Banana.
that's gonna be close, dude.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of familiarity there. Um, Jake and I think the Masood and Fahim, that speed on the perimeter is really going to be a problem for Banana to deal with. And they've been shooting kind of crazy the past couple of weeks. I feel like
Yeah, yeah,
they're due for maybe a cold game. I think
yeah.
I don't know if they can continue shooting that hot. So I might have to go with Scrubs over that. But if Tracy wins,
Whoa.
then I think Banana will beat Tracy.
There's a lot of energy in that game if it's Scrubs and Banana. You know, feistiness, shystiness, the speedsters, and all that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah.
personalities on that court, so it's going to be a good game, man. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by either one. Um, I shit Banana Scrubs, man. That's a tough one. I'm going to give the edge to Scrubs, dude. But a
Wow.
close one. Yeah, man. It's a
You
close
guys are
one.
both, I mean, last year the number 7 seed did make it to the semis. Tracy did make it to
They did.
Oh,
they
They
beat
beat
Death
really?
Row, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Um so this would be a repeat of
Man.
last year. So or season 1.
Mm.
Um I
Yeah.
guess I don't have the confidence that Scrub's going to play 2 back-to-back complete games. I think they'll beat Tracy, but I think Banana pulls it out. I think all games will be super tight this week, and I think
Yeah.
Banana by maybe 6, 7.
Yeah, I mean I think
That's right. They're back to back, dude.
I think the back to back is a factor that I didn't really put in my head, but
Same here,
um,
dude.
yeah.
But again, that back to back can help out Fahim showing
Yeah,
up
if
on
you're
time and Masood getting warmed up and hitting their J's, knowing what to do. Hey, this is what we did wrong in the first game, even though we won. But against these guys, we got to pull this off now.
Yeah, and they have 9 players or 8 players, so
Yeah.
they're able to maybe shuffle around. So I don't know. I mean, that's a
Damn,
tough
that
one.
back to back is crazy. I forgot.
Yeah, the back to back is different, but I think Banana without Tarek, I think that changes the team a little bit. Um, but that I think there's a lot of disruptors on the Scrubs team. Fahim and Masood are very quick and shifty on the outside. I don't think you're gonna have see Hamza have his way the way he did last week, where he would just go drive inside, getting shots. And
Yeah,
I think
it's
that I
you
think
gotta
Jay,
have Tamiz and kids are hit up, bro.
yeah, and I think Joe is a good defender. I think Matt, and I think they're getting Jay back. So I think Jay, Matt, and those two guys, Ronish, that's a lot of bodies that knows these guys.
It
They play
is.
2, 3 times a week. You know what I mean? Jay and Matt, they play Thursdays with them. They play, so they know that screen and roll action or that high, screen for screener action that they run on the 3-point line.
Yeah, all
So
these guys move around. You're right.
yeah, so I think Matt, Jay, Jake, Masood, Ronish, there's a lot of bodies.
Fahim.
I think they can hang. Fahim and Masood. Yeah, I think they're going to be a problem, and I don't think I'm surprised they kind of picked them. I thought maybe Elevate may pick. I'm sorry, maybe Banana may pick Elevate. Maybe. Yeah.
ooh.
I don't know why, but
I don't think they think they can match up with Sajid.
with Akhtar, yeah. Then they
Well,
beat.
also
Then they
Banana's
beat
thinking the
them.
back to back is gonna help them
They
out.
beat them. Banana beat Elevate. Pretty,
Did they?
yeah, pretty single
Oh,
handedly.
they did beat Elevate. I don't know with Sajid or without Sajid or with Fawad or without Fawad.
They
Not
had
sure.
Fawad. They had Fawad. It was a recent game. It was where I think everyone was kind of shooting threes, craziness. It wasn't the Tamiz 7 game, but it was. But he did have, I think, Kizzer did have like 3 threes in the end. So I remember that game. But So I don't know. I mean, Banana could beat anyone and they could lose to anyone. That's the thing.
Yeah.
What they're kind of the way
Yeah.
they shoot. I mean, I feel like they can beat any team. You know, they can beat any team, but they can also lose to any team just because they can maybe be off and
Yeah.
have. So so I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think they can beat. They'll. I think they're a better matchup with Tracy than with Scrubs.
Yeah.
I know at least
For
that.
sure.
And if and then Scrubs and Tracy, I don't know. You know, Tracy maybe have a chip on their shoulder, and I feel like they could play better. Maybe they could beat Scrubs. Um, but I mean, that's going to be really fun to see. I don't know. Who knows what
Yep.
happens?
Good games, man. Good games.
Good game. So we have the table set for next week. Yes.
Yep.
And the semis will be the week after that. And that's going to be a lot to talk about. But I think we have a lot of information this week, and it's going to be interesting to see what Rizlam does this week. What are they, how are they going to react to this?
Public hanging of Farab, probably.
Yeah, is he going to make it through the week? Is he going to survive? We yet to
I'm
see.
shocked, man.
I'm
Oh,
shocked.
wow.
I'm very shocked too. But I think it was a smart choice by Terrell. I think he's probably playing it off like it was just a fun. I'm going against my team, but I think he was probably in his DMs like, no, we're playing this team because of this and that. I think he was probably more aggressive. And I'm gonna say Empire Banana being like, oh, we want to choose Rizlam. That's like a manhood thing. Like, oh, you picked us? No, we're gonna pick you too. They did not want Rizlam in the first round. No way. That was something that, that's their bravado being tested. Like, oh yeah, well we're gonna play you too. Then we're gonna pick you too. No,
Yeah.
they would
No
never.
chance.
No. They're going Tracy Scrubs. They're going the team that's having a back to back, the 7-8 seed. They don't want no one else. And I think they would have picked Empire. Let's say Rizlam would have I don't know, chose Elevate or chosen the Tracy, then Banana would have chose Empire.
Yeah, that's what they wanted Empire. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So interesting. Okay. Well, fun night of
Fun night. Good stuff, man.
fun night of information and picking, and
Yeah.
hopefully it leads to good playoffs. And I just hope we have good games in the semis and this quarterfinals. That's the goal. No blowouts. Let's get those margin of victories under 10 on all the games. That's the goal.
For sure.
For sure.
Perfect.
I think you
All
got
right,
a ring
boys,
of
you guys both going to be there Tuesday, right? Sal,
I'll
you're
be
in town?
I will be there for the second game, bro.
Okay.
I get out at 7 o'clock from Los Altos. I'm a jet my ass right away.
Okay. All right. Well, then you'll be about an hour away. Nasser, you'll be there? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So, all right, boys. See you guys Tuesday.
All right, brother. Take care, man.
Thanks for
See ya.
logging on.